Hello everyone, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 books I'd like to read before New Year's. Most of them are kind of like creepy or comfort-y, like something that you'd want to like curl up with in front of a fire because it is turning into fall/winter, and that's gonna be towards the end of the year. So there's that. I have not filmed a video in a really long time. I'm sorry about that. It's been crazy with school starting and transitioning into a new year with all the homework. I am currently putting off studying for a history test that's going to be tomorrow. Whoops. So yeah, that's an issue. But I'm here to film a video for you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, top 10 books I would like to read during the, by the end of the 2016 year. So, the first book that I'm going to be talking about today is a book that I've had on my bookshelf not for very long, but I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but I just haven't felt like in the mood to read it because it's a classic and it's kind of old, and I can't get into those unless I'm in the right frame of mind, but since it's creepy, I think that I'm going to just go for it during the month of October, see how I feel about it, all of that stuff, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I don't have to go too much into detail on this book because everybody knows what Frankenstein is about. This guy creates a monster that comes to life and then people are scared of him. Pretty much it. And actually, my family and I have been watching Penny Dreadful. That's our new family show, although it's only me, my mom, and my brother. But watching that and seeing Victor Frankenstein, I have really wanted to pick this up and start reading it just to, get in on the train. I don't know. But I'm excited to jump into this in the creepier months. And the next book I want to read, this was given to me by my friend, borrowed to me by my friend, who says that I really need to read it, and I've had it for a few months, haven't felt the urge to pick it up and read it yet because I didn't really know what it was about. But I just read the inside flap, and now I'm like, that's a really good creepy October book. So, well, I guess not creepy. Not technically creepy, but, somewhat weird. And I don't know. I'm just gonna hold it up for you guys. That book is The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold? I don't know. It is about this girl who dies and goes to heaven, and she is watching her friends and family from heaven and watching them, like, how they react to her death and all of the rumors circulating around about her disappearance and all of that stuff, and it just seems like a good October book, mostly because death. And now that I've read the inside flap, I'm actually really interested in reading it, so I am going to try to pick it up before the year ends. And then my friend probably won't be mad at me anymore for not reading any of the books that he gives to me. So, that's probably good. And the next book that I am planning to read before the year is out is actually a book that I got for my mother because she loves this author, and we just had to get rid of all of her books by him because I guess she didn't really want them anymore, and my dad didn't want them in his house, and, all of that stuff. So, this one is Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. I don't know much about this, I just know that Stephen King usually writes pretty creepy books, and I'm in the mood for creepy right now, so I'm going to try to pick this up and read it and see how I feel about it. So, yeah, real excited about that. I mean, I love his movies. I've never actually read one of his books. So, we'll see. So the next book that I want to read before the year is out is actually a book that isn't creepy, but it is a really well-loved book by the people, avid book readers, and I actually haven't read it yet because I don't know why, but I'm going to attempt to read it soon because it is a library book, so I should probably get it back to the library eventually. It's due the 23rd of September. Whoops. But that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabat here. I've heard wonderful things about this, but not much on like what it is actually about. So I'm really excited to like dive into this and see exactly what the fuss is about, all of the hype is about surrounding this beautiful book. It's really pretty. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I want to read this, and then I can finally read A Torch Against the Night, and I can finally feel what other people are feeling. That's, yeah, pretty much. So that one is next. And then I read the first 2 books of the Giver Quartet this year, and as always, I've read the first 3 multiple times, and now I just read them again, and I loved them once more. But I want to actually finish the quartet before 2016 is over. That's a goal of mine. So I decided, I will read Messenger and Sun before the year ends. I don't know what Sun is about really, but I know Messenger is about this kid who is a messenger. Books. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to finish the Giver Quartet. And hopefully I enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed the first 2 books. The Giver is always the greatest, but I really do enjoy Gathering Blue, and I know I like Messenger, but I don't know about Sun. It's large, bigger than, because Messenger is that big, and that's about the size of every other book in the series, but then Sun, since it's the conclusion, is large. So we'll see if I can actually get through these. Sun isn't as large as a lot of books I've read, but it's still, slightly daunting just because The Giver and the other 2 books are always just small, and I can get through them easily. And the next book that I would like to read is The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. I butchered that last name, and probably the first name too. But I really want to read this book because I have heard a lot of good things about this on BookTube as well, and I want to pick it up. It just seems like it'll be a fun read, hopefully. I know it's a middle grade series, but it did look really interesting all the times that I saw it on BookTube, so I decided to pick it up at my library again. So I'm going to read it, hopefully, by the end of the year. And then the next book I would like to read is a book that I just want to, cuddle up with in front of a fire. We don't have a fireplace at our house, but I feel like that'd be fun. But that book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This just seems like a nice little Christmassy book, even though I know sadness ensues in a lot of it. But I would just really like to read it again. I've read it before, but I want to try to read it again because it's a really good book. It's really good. So I'm gonna try and read this. And then the next book that I want to read by the end of the year is City of Fallen Angels, book 4 in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I am currently reading book 3, but I want to get through book 4 by the end of the year so that, I only have 3 more books left after this one. So yes, I would like to have at least, I'll have 2 left. Yeah, I'll have 2 left after I get done with this book, so I will probably read those in January if I finish this one, and buy those by then, because I buy them whenever I am halfway done with the other one, like the one before it, so there's that. And I also have Clockwork, the Infernal Devices series, so I would really like to try and get through the Mortal Instruments so I can read those, and then I can read the Shadowhunters Codex, and then the Bane Chronicles, and then Lady Midnight. I have a lot to catch up on in this series, but I need to catch up on it really badly. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Which is why I need to finish this one this year so that I can finish the rest of the series at the beginning of the year next year. Cool. And the last book I want to try to read before the year goes out is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I have had this book on my bookshelf, plus I've had all three of them. I don't have Winter and I don't have Fairest, but I have had the first three on my shelf since the beginning of the year, probably. So I just really, really, really want to get started. And this one is about Cinderella. It is a retelling of Cinderella, and that's all I really know about it, but I'm really excited about it because I love fairy tale retellings because it just seems fun. And I'm sure this isn't fun because everything that I read gives me pain, but I really want to start to read this and pick it up and get in on the discussion about it because a lot of people discuss it and I can't look at those because I haven't read it. So I'm going to attempt to get through this within the next few months. Yeah. So that was it for my top 10 books to read before 2016 ends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment down below telling me which book I should read first, and just let me know if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want. I make new videos occasionally. I'm going to try to get into that more. I've just been super, super busy, like I said at the beginning. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. That's all you need to know. And if you have any suggestions for books that I should read for October, like creepy books, or for the winter months, like snowy, nice books, let me know. I'm always looking for book recommendations, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!